The Monroe-Pierce wedding was supposed to be the most extravagant wedding of the decade. The guest list included A-list celebrities, top politicians, and billionaire business moguls. The venue: a lavish seaside resort known for its breathtaking ocean view, marble-floored ballroom, and cascading crystal chandeliers. Everything had been planned down to the last detail, except for one catastrophic oversight. The reception hall was drenched in opulence, with tables draped in silk, flickering candlelight, and extravagant floral centerpieces. Guests, dressed in their finest couture, chatted excitedly, awaiting the newlyweds' grand entrance. Waiters moved swiftly, setting down plates of lobster bisque, filet mignon, truffle-infused pasta, and rich chocolate soufflé, a menu designed to impress. But as soon as the silver lids were lifted, an unpleasant sour odor filled the air. Something was wrong. A few guests hesitantly took bites, only to gag in disgust. The lobster bisque was rancid, emitting a stomach-turning stench. The filet mignon had a strange, slimy texture, reeking of decay. The pasta had a sour, bitter aftertaste, making it completely inedible. The chocolate soufflé had curdled, its rich aroma replaced with the sharp scent of spoiled dairy. Within minutes, the murmurs of confusion turned into a full-blown uproar. Some guests, too polite to cause a scene, discreetly pushed their plates aside. Others, particularly the high-profile attendees, were furious. A few unfortunate souls who had swallowed too much food rushed to the restrooms, nauseous. The wedding feast, the highlight of the night, was completely ruined. Panic spread among the catering staff. La Belle Cuisine, one of the most prestigious catering companies in the country, had a flawless reputation until now. How could every single dish have gone bad? A frantic investigation revealed the horrifying truth. The refrigeration system in the catering truck had malfunctioned. The food had been left in warm temperatures for hours before arriving at the venue. The catering manager, Richard Dawson, had ignored an earlier report about the refrigeration issue. He assumed the system would hold up long enough to reach the venue. Several staff members noticed the food smelled off while plating it, but they were too afraid to speak up against their superiors. It was a disaster of negligence, and Dawson was immediately fired on the spot. Where were the bride and groom? As this catastrophe unfolded, Evelyn Monroe and Alexander Pierce were nowhere to be found. They were supposed to arrive an hour earlier to make their grand entrance, but they were delayed. Why? They were trapped in an over-the-top photo shoot that spiraled out of control. Evelyn, an heiress with a flair for extravagance, had arranged for an exclusive sunset photo shoot at a vineyard an hour away from the reception venue. The photographer, an award-winning perfectionist, insisted on capturing the golden hour just right. Every pose took longer than expected. The photographer demanded just one more shot over and over. The couple lost track of time in the excitement. By the time they realized how late they were, their luxury car service was delayed, and then they got stuck in traffic. The chaotic arrival. 2 hours late, Evelyn and Alexander finally arrived at the venue, completely unaware of the chaos that had unfolded. As soon as they stepped inside, they were met with furious guests, hungry and impatient. A ballroom filled with half-eaten plates of spoiled food. Reporters and influencers whispering about the disaster, some already tweeting about it in real time. Evelyn, dressed in her custom Vera Wang gown, was horrified. Alexander, trying to maintain his politician's composure, attempted to salvage the situation. The aftermath, a wedding gone viral. Social media exploded within minutes. #WeddingFoodFiasco was trending worldwide. Guests posted photos and videos of the spoiled food, tagging La Belle Cuisine and publicly shaming the catering company. The Monroe-Tom family threatened lawsuits, and the catering company's reputation was destroyed overnight. The wedding planners scrambled to save the night, calling in emergency gourmet takeout from Michelin-starred restaurants, but it was far too late to calm everyone. A few celebrities made a dramatic exit, declaring the event an absolute disaster. The night that was supposed to be legendary for its glamour became infamous for its chaos. Evelyn was humiliated, and Alexander's political rivals mocked him for hosting such a catastrophe. La Belle Cuisine faced multiple lawsuits, ultimately shutting down. The wedding became a cautionary tale, forever remembered in the high society circles as the worst wedding disaster in history. Moral of the story: 1. Always check your catering's refrigeration. 2. Never underestimate the time a fancy photo shoot will take. 3. When planning a wedding, expect the unexpected, especially when it comes to food. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and let me know your favorite part in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories. What lesson did you learn from this story?